Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So, Tomoki, the fan of Tomoki, this is for you, but it's also for everybody else because I want you guys to understand what scoring a fight is and why CompuBox is not used in scoring fights. And how CompuBox sometimes is not a true indicator of what's happening in a fight. Alright? So, above this, one of you guys, I think it was Rodeb, you said something about Adrian Broner fight something like Floyd Mayweather. And Manny Pacquiao faced Adrian Broner, and Adrian Broner lost that fight because he didn't have the judges and Las Vegas on his side, pretty much. He didn't buy them out, which is not true at all. And I can show you very easily through CompuBox punch stats why. So if you look at the total punches landed round by round, we'll just do that. When we look at total punches landed round by round, this is what we find out. We see that Pacquiao's in blue, Broner is in red. In round 1, Pacquiao throws 49, lands 6. Broner throws 22, lands 2. Broner's throwing less than half and landing less than half of the punches that Pacquiao lands and throws. You can see Broner again throwing half the amount of punches Pacquiao threw in round 2, landing just a little bit more than half. Okay, and then again Pacquiao throws 66. And Broner throws almost a third of that. And he lands less than a third of what Pacquiao lands. And you can see this trend going through almost every round except for round number 4, where Broner actually lands the same amount as Pacquiao, throws less, and probably gets this round. At least according to CompuBox. But for the rest of the rounds, it's like he's throwing half, landing half. In other words, Broner was not active enough to even win this fight. Alright? And the judges had this fight 117-111 for Pacquiao, 9 rounds to 3. And the other two judges had it 116-112, which is 8 rounds to 4 for Pacquiao. I don't even know where they gave him 4 rounds. But at least according to the CompuBox punch stats. Now obviously, CompuBox punch stats is not a true indicator, and I'll show you what I mean when we look at Mayweather versus Pacquiao. So first of all, that was the CompuBox for Broner versus Pacquiao. Let's look at Mayweather versus Pacquiao. This is Mayweather versus Pacquiao CompuBox. We're just looking round by round. We're not going to look at the whole holistic thing. Mayweather's in the blue, Pacquiao's in the red. Round 1, Mayweather lands 8 of 36, Pacquiao 3 of 29. You know, remember CompuBox is just a guide. I don't think these actual figures are absolutely accurate. I didn't even get that amount of punches that Mayweather landed in that round. And I don't even think Pacquiao landed any punch, to be honest with you. But anyway. That's what they have, and you can see therefore that Mayweather lands more than twice the amount of punches that Pacquiao lands and throws, around about the same. And then here, in round number 2, Mayweather lands 11 of 32, Pacquiao 6 of 44, again landing almost twice the amount that Pacquiao did. Round 3, 15 of 27, Pacquiao 5 of 35, 3 times the amount he's landing than Pacquiao. Round number 4, 7 of 31, Pacquiao 12 of 50. Here, Pacquiao lands almost more than twice the amount of punches that Mayweather does. And so this round goes to Pacquiao, the first round that goes to Pacquiao, according to CompuBox punch stats. Round number 5, 11 of 37 is Mayweather, Pacquiao 3 of 17. Mayweather outlanding Pacquiao at almost 4 times the amount that Pacquiao landed. And in round number 6, Mayweather 27 of 38, Pacquiao 14 of 52. Mayweather outlanding Pacquiao by 7 punches. Okay, now let's talk about round number 6. Based on CompuBox punch stats, round number 6 is given to Floyd Mayweather, right? But we all know round number 6 was a Pacquiao round. And one of the things that indicates it was a Pacquiao round here in the punch stats is the activity of Pacquiao. Oh, I'm so sorry that this thing is shaking up. Sorry about that. I'm trying to steady it right now. Alright, so if you look at the activity of Pacquiao there, in round number 6, he threw 52 punches. In round number 4, he threw 50 punches. That means he's having a bunch of flurries. So his activity is very high, which means that's one of the indicators when Manny Pacquiao's doing well. He throws a lot of punches, over 50 punches, okay? So round number 4 was a Pacquiao round, and round number 6 also was a Pacquiao round, threw 52 punches. Mayweather threw 38 and had 21, 55% connect percentage, really ridiculous, almost twice Pacquiao's connect percentage. But in that round, Pacquiao caught Floyd with an overhand left, rocked him, and then started really working his body and trying to get him out of there with a whole flurry of punches. And that's why his activity went up. And so even though he's not as accurate as Floyd, and he's not landing as much punches as Floyd in that round, Floyd, of course, decided to change the momentum of the round, but the momentum was in Pacquiao's favor for a good minute of the round. It was a Pacquiao round. So punch stat says Mayweather won the round, but it's not true because in actuality, Pacquiao won that round. And the only thing that indicates that Pacquiao won that round in punch stats is his activity, the amount of punches he threw. All right? Round number 7 also could have been considered a Pacquiao round, even though Floyd Mayweather landed more punches. He landed 15 of 41, Pacquiao only 6 of 30, which means almost 3 times the amount that Pacquiao threw. But in that round, Pacquiao landed a number of body punches. And Mayweather didn't land as many body punches. He did land more punches, but he didn't land more body punches. So it depends on what you're looking for, okay? In round number 8, that was a Mayweather round, as you can see from punch stats, 9, 10, 11, and 12, okay? So not always do punch stats, CompuBox punch stats, indicate what's really going on in a fight. Let's go with one more example of this, which is Pacquiao versus Thurman. Again, we're just looking at punches by round. Keith Thurman, in round number 1, outlanded Manny Pacquiao 13-11. Of 38 punches he threw, Pacquiao threw 51. The 51 indicates that Pacquiao is Pacquiao. His activity level is high. So that probably favors Pacquiao there. But other than that, it looks like it's a Keith Thurman round. He landed at a higher connect percentage. He landed more punches. It should have been a round that Keith Thurman got, according to CompuBox punch stats. But in fact, Pacquiao dropped Keith Thurman in that round. That's why he had a flurry of punches and he had this activity level that was so high. Therefore, that round is not a Keith Thurman round. And that's why CompuBox punch stats is not a full indicator of what's really happening in the fight. Let's go to another one. Round number 2. Pacquiao lands 19 of 51, Thurman 11 of 26. Now, Thurman's connect percentage is higher than Pacquiao, but obviously that's a Pacquiao round because he landed almost twice the amount of punches that Thurman did. Round number 3. Pacquiao again gets that round because he lands more punches than Thurman, 12 of 55, 8 of 42. Round number 4. Pacquiao, it seems, according to punch stats, won that round because he outlanded Thurman 21-18 through 80 punches to Thurman's 46. But if you were really paying attention, that's when the momentum swing actually happened, and I had that round given to Thurman. So again, CompuBox punch stats does not necessarily indicate truly what is happening in that round, even though Pacquiao's activity is through the roof. When we look at round number 5, which definitely was a Keith Thurman round, this round is actually indicated as such. Thurman having 60 punches thrown, his activity going up, and landing 23. Pacquiao 19 of 71. That was a Keith Thurman round. Even though Pacquiao's activity was very high, Keith Thurman actually dominated that round. And then round number 6, 7, 8, 9, they were all Keith Thurman rounds. And then round number 10, Keith Thurman outlands Manny Pacquiao 24-21. But even though he outlanded him and had a higher connect percentage, that was a Pacquiao round. Because Manny Pacquiao hurt Keith Thurman with a liver shot in that round. That was the most effective punch. So let's talk about the difference between CompuBox punch stats and what actually happens when you're judging a fight. When you're actually judging a fight, you're looking at momentum shifts. You're looking at who's in control of the bout. You're looking at who's actually landing the effective punches in that round. The memorable punches, the punches that they will do on replay. You're looking at who is so effective in their defense that the other person can't penetrate it, whereas they're getting their shots off. So that's all the 4 criteria: the ring general, defense, effective aggression, and clean effective punching. So that's what you're actually judged on a fight. They're not counting punches. They don't have time for that. But the punch stats kind of reflect to some degree what's actually happening in the fight. So judges look at those criteria and not the actual punches that are landing. They're not with a clicker counting punches. And that's for Tomoki. Okay? And for Rodeb, similarly, clearly it's not all these other things that you talk about, bribing judges and all kinds of foolishness like that. That has nothing to do with boxing. We must stick to boxing. And if you got to go all over the world to make excuses, then it means you've already lost. On that note, I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget you can subscribe to my channel. You can also donate. Donate via Western Union or MoneyGram. You can donate online, by the way, via Western Union or MoneyGram. So think about that. I will try and put some links into my description of Western Union and MoneyGram that you guys can go to and donate. Have a good one, guys. On to the next video.